Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
I don't think he needs to be printed on motion.
I don't think he needs anything.
Motion to revoke.
Come on up.
It's a motion to revoke, just right here.
All right, we call 21-368 5-2 the state of Texas versus Brent Edwards. You're Mr. Edwards,
Yes, sir.
present with Mr. Dusler, your attorney and the state's attorney.
We're gonna need.
Does the defendant waive a formal reading of this motion to revoke unadjudicated probation filed on November 20th, 2023? Good Lord. It's over a year old and we didn't do anything about this? Can we proceed in summary here?
Yes,
Have you been sitting in jail for the last year, sir?
yes, sir. Couple months.
Couple of months?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the reason, Judge.
In summary, we're proceeding in summary. Is that good for the defense? In summary, this motion to revoke unadjudicated probation states that on April 11th, 2022, that you, Brent Edwards, was placed on 10 years deferred or unadjudicated probation for the second degree felony of burglary of a habitation. And first of all, are you Brent Edwards?
Yes, sir.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any statements you make during this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right. Is that true? What I just stated?
Yes.
All of that is true. Allegation 1 states you committed the offense of fraud with the use or possession of identifying information on or about September 25th, 2023 in Jefferson County, Texas, in violation of your probation order. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Number 2 states you provided a urine sample on or about October 10th, 2023, which showed the presence of tetrahydrocannabinol, THC, marijuana in your system in violation of your probation order. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
3, you failed to provide verification of performing community service hours as required in violation of your probation order. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading true to allegations 1, 2, and 3
Yeah.
of this motion to revoke probation, which was filed on November 20th, 22 in this case? Or are you pleading true voluntarily, knowingly, and intelligently, and because those allegations are indeed true as they are alleged?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand by pleading true voluntarily, knowingly, and intelligently to one or more violations of probation? That's enough to grant the motion to revoke probation. Your deferred or unadjudicated probation can be revoked. You can be sentenced to no less than 2 nor more than 20 years confinement in prison in this case. Knowing that, do you insist on pleading true today?
Yes, sir.
I find you are pleading true voluntarily. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading true. All right, thank you. Okay, go ahead. I've reviewed this pre-sentence or post-sentence report, I think, in this case, and I'm more familiar with it now. Go ahead.
Well, Judge, this is the first time that he's been brought before the court, either with an administrative hearing or a motion to revoke probation. It's obviously been pending for a while. I've discussed with him the ramifications of it. Talked about he acknowledges responsibility for the items that he's pled true to, but he does feel like with additional supervision from the probation department that he could successfully complete probation. And he's asking the court to give him one more opportunity to do that. The suggestion that I would make, or if you're so inclined, is to revoke his unadjudicated probation and place him on regular probation with a conviction on this charge.
I'm showing 165 days that he's getting credit for. This motion was filed over a year ago. How can he only be getting 165 days? Was he?
Just arrested in December.
I was, yeah.
You stole his thunder.
Relax. As I was saying, he's only getting 165 days, which means this motion had been filed. He must have been a absconder.
Yes. His last report date was October of 2023.
Since when?
October of 2023.
October of 23. So November, December, January. So
To be exact, Judge,
16 months he's been on the lam, as it were, avoiding being held accountable and avoiding dealing with these responsibilities that he made a promise under oath to follow, right?
and to be clear, Judge, that last report date was when they held the administrative hearing advising him about the situation. He was present there, but he knew what the end result was going to be.
And he's been around here. I mean, he lives locally,
Yes, sir.
as far as we know, correct, everybody?
Yes, sir.
So he's been laying low, hiding from facing this. Would that be a fair statement?
That is a very fair statement, Judge.
So go ahead, Don. What were you talking about? All his good things?
No, I just said this is the first time that he's been before the court on.
Well, we didn't bring up that part. That is the ugly side of all of this, did we? This is the ugly side.
And you can address the court and tell them anything you want to, why you feel like you can successfully complete probation.
Yes, the only reason I was gone for that long at the time, my mom was dealing with,
I'm sorry, what?
my mom was dealing with kidney disease at the time.
You're blaming your mother for not, you're blaming your poor mother for not honoring your commitments?
I was taking care of.
I thought that's what you just said. My mother is bedridden. I take care of her needs. And here I am every day. Blame your dear mother. That's low.
Wasn't making that.
That's low. What else?
I don't have.
That's the best you got on this one, huh? That's all you got.
The only thing I can relate to the court.
State of Texas, you
Would you-
got the stage.
Judge, the underlying facts of the original offense would have warranted a 5-year sentence in and of itself. We gave Mr. Edwards an opportunity to succeed on probation. He made a choice. He chose to commit a new offense, which he's admitted to. He chose for 14 months not to report after he was told about the administrative hearing. By my calculation, that's roughly 420 days. At each day, he made a choice. Ironically, today, he wants mercy from you. I don't think it's appropriate. I don't think he's shown the court anything that he's any indication he's going to do anything different than what he's already done. 5 years is my recommendation.
Stay from the probation office. Anything else you want to add?
I haven't had the chance to meet him personally, so
Ma'am,
I never met him before.
how long have you been on his case, though,
Since July.
of this past year?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Edwards, it's your time. What would you like to say?
I would like to apologize to my friends and family, apologize to the court, and I saw you, Your Honor.
Your friends, family,
My friends and family.
your friends and families. The person that you burglarized, you burglarized somebody's home, broke into their home. You and another person broke into their home, and they happen to have a camera inside that caught you doing all of that. You know, somebody catches you burglarizing a home, you know, they can shoot you and kill you. And it may be something, it's what the law says that can be done, that people have a right to do to defend themselves from their property. And I mean, it's lethal what you were doing, but yet there you are on the video scampering around somebody else's home and pilfering. So that's bad enough. So we put you on probation, and here little or nothing was really done. And between the marijuana and the fraudulent use of identifying information they caught you with, that resulted in this new crime. It was absolute failure, which I hate to see, but it's all your choices. Anything else? Nothing?
No, sir, other than what I've already.
I'm sorry, Don. What?
Other than what I already mentioned, asking for the opportunity to revoke him on the refer and place him on a regular probation.
I just, from, when,
I'm not here.
when did he become an absconder?
We made him an absconder on January 22nd, 24. We made him an absconder January 22nd and 24.
Okay. And this motion was filed on November of 2023. And is alleged that he committed the crime of fraudulent use or possession of identifying information in September of 2023. Which is a little over a year after he was placed on probation. So it was an absolute failure here for on a lot of different reasons. If nothing further to add, I'm going to find that there is sufficient evidence supporting this motion to grant it by unadjudicated probation to grant it by preponderance of the evidence or greater. As allegations 1, 2, and 3 have been proven true, you're deferred or unadjudicated probation is hereby revoked. Sir. Earlier, you pleaded guilty voluntarily. You were mentally competent to do so. You understood and appreciated the consequences of pleading guilty. There was sufficient evidence supporting your guilty plea. From State's Exhibit 1 admitted in your plea hearing to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. We, though, deferred any finding of guilt and placed you on deferred or unadjudicated probation. That is hereby revoked. You are now hereby found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, as you had pleaded guilty on that original plea, voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently, and there was evidence supporting your guilty plea to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. So you're hereby found guilty of that second-degree felony of burglary of a habitation. You are hereby sentenced to confinement in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice to serve a term of 7 years. You will be given credit for whatever time, 165 days. You made a big mess. All you did later, instead of fix it, was compound it by continuing to make additional messes and mistakes. Has no way to act responsibly as an adult. I have anything else on this?
No.
That is all. Here. Thank you.